Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. So today starts another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So today is January 29th. At this point, I haven't really done any reading because I've been busy editing my reading vlog from last week to post, and I'm happy to say that I managed to get kind of caught up as far as all of my YouTube stuff goes, which is awesome. So that means I actually have a little bit of time before I have to go to bed. So I'm going to continue reading 9 Princes of Amber. It's actually my goal this week to complete at least 9 Princes of Amber and Homefront. Those are, I really would like to finish those this week. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's what I'm going to try for, because at the end of the week starts the ridiculous amount of readathons that I plan on doing for February. So I want to try to get these done now. Otherwise, they'll have to wait until I'm done with whatever I have to do for each readathon. And I don't want to have to do that. So yeah, that's really all I have for you today. And I'm going to get off here and go read for a little while. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it is Tuesday, January 30th, and not too much to update today. I did get some reading done, and I'm about a third of the way through 9 Princes of Amber. And though I went into this book knowing that it was fantasy, the beginning was very much like a suspense thriller type thing. It just had that vibe. And so now we're starting to get a little bit more into the fantasy side of it, and it's just like, but what's funny is that it's like that for the main character as well, because he still doesn't know, like he still doesn't remember himself or everything. He's remembering little pieces, but it's all kind of, all the fantasy parts to this are also blowing his mind. And the part that I just read, I'm kind of like picturing it, how if a movie could possibly make this, it would be a really interesting scene, to say the least. So I'm enjoying this, and that's all I've read. I did get some mail today. So I got this package from Amazon, and I was like, what is this? And I was thinking, did I order something? Or maybe, and I couldn't remember ordering anything. I was trying to think if there were any pre-orders that I had ordered a while back that were supposed to be coming in, but there was nothing I could recall. And when I opened it up, there was like a gift receipt and a little note, and it says, "A gift for you. Hi Melanie, I hope you enjoy the adventure." And it's from the author. And I remembered that I actually requested this book from, well, there was a thing that I could enter if I was interested in the book, and it was for like reviewers and bloggers and bookstagrammers and that kind of thing. So I put in all my information, and I guess I was chosen. So they sent me Map of Shadows by J.F. Penn. And I remember when I entered for this, it said fans of the Mortal Instruments would love this. I'm a huge fan of Cassandra Clare and the Mortal Instruments, and well, all of the Cassandra Clare books. And so that really sold me on this. And so let me tell you what it says. A map of skin etched in blood. A world under threat from the borderlands. A young woman who must risk the shadows to save her family. When her grandfather is murdered under mysterious circumstances, Sienna Farron inherits his map shop in the ancient city of Bath, England. Once there, she discovers that her family is bound up with the Ministry of Maps, a mysterious agency who maintain the borders between this world and the uncharted. With the help of Mila Wendell, a traveler on the canals, Sienna discovers her own magical ability and a terrifying place of blood that awaits in the world beyond. But when she discovers a truth about her past and the borderlands begin to push through the defenses, Sienna must join the team of map makers on their mission to find the Map of Shadows, whatever the cost. In a place written out of history, a world off the edge of the map, Sienna must risk everything to find her father and her true path as a map walker. And just a little bit of info about the author. It says Oxford educated, British born, J.F. Penn has traveled the world in her study of religion and psychology. She brings these obsessions as well as a love for action adventure to her writing. Her fast-paced, arcane thrillers weave together historical artifacts, global locations, a kick-ass protagonist, and a hint of the supernatural. And I thought it sounded awesome. And it's only like 192 pages, so that's going to go very quickly, I think. I'm not exactly sure when I can get to it because of all the readathon stuff going on that I've got going on this month. Plus, I want to get these other books read before the readathons start. And I still have Fairy Tale Revenge that I need to read as well. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I have to get to bed because Becca has court in the morning for her ticket from the accident. So I have to get to bed so I can get up and go to that. Woo. Okay. Talk to you tomorrow. So it is Wednesday, January 31st. We had a lot of time out of the house today. We went to court this morning for Becca because of her accident. And it was fine. She has to do like a 1-day driving class. That's it. And we went out to dinner this evening at this really cool restaurant that Becca picked out, and it was like Japanese food. And it was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I wish I had actually taken pictures and stuff so I could show you like this amazing feast we had. Since we were out and about, I brought Homefront with me because, well, Nine Princes of Amber, well, that book is gigantic, so, or the book that Nine Princes of Amber is in is gigantic, so this is a lot easier to carry around. And I currently finished chapter 5 of this, so I got a couple more chapters read. And I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I like how the words flow in her stories. And it just flows smoothly. However, so far with this book, there's been like a lot of typos in this book. And this is a finished copy, but there's a lot of typos and misused words. Like for example, Kana waved her off fighting the revulsion she words brought. It shouldn't be she words brought. It should be her words brought. And there's a lot of things like that, and I'm just kind of I didn't notice so much of that in the first book. That's just me personally. I would think if it goes through all the way to being published, it's gone through several edits and editors checking spelling and all of that stuff, and there's a lot in here. Like extra letters added where they're not supposed to be, or just things like that. Also, at this point, I'm 5 chapters in, and I haven't really gotten to any kind of plot for this story yet, so I don't know. I really enjoyed the first book, but this one is just kind of falling flat for me, and I'm really hoping that it'll pick up. Also, I can't tell you what page I'm on because, as I've said before, this book also has no page numbers on it, so I don't know what page I'm at. But I can tell you that I've finished chapter 5. I guess that's it for today. I haven't really done anything else. Tomorrow we are taking our 4 kittens to go get fixed so we don't end up with more kittens. And I think I just have one small video, hopefully small video, to edit. And that's really it that I have to do tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit of housework done and some reading done. I really need to get some reading done. I guess that is all for the day, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. So it is Thursday, February 1st. It's been a very busy day today. So we took the kittens today to get them fixed. So they're not happy tonight. We have them all in their individual little carriers, and they are pretty much going to have to spend the night there tonight because they're still like loopy and not quite walking straight and stuff. So I'm keeping them in the kennels overnight so they don't try to jump up on something and hurt themselves. So there's that, and I got a lot of housework done today, and I got a video edited, so that's good. And I read another chapter of Homefront. I'm losing my momentum with this book. I mean, right now I'm at this point. I finished, I just finished chapter 6, so I'm a little less than maybe a third of the way through the book. Still haven't gotten to any plot, and still stumbling over typos and stuff. Like, there's a lot of typos and mistakes in this book, and I didn't really notice if there was any, I didn't really notice them in the first book, and this thing is just full of them. So where the writing for the first book was really, really good, and I enjoyed the story, and everything kind of flowed smoothly, and this one picked up pretty much right where the other left off, but not, it's kind of like the continuing the story after the happily ever after part, but nothing happens really. It's just, normal life. I don't know. It's kind of lacking for me. I mean, the part that was supposed to be like a cliffhanger in the first one, it was just a matter of fact in the beginning of the second one, and not any big deal. It's just like, oh yeah, and there's nothing like, no conflict with it or anything like that we've gotten to anyway. I'm really hoping it improves. Tomorrow I have to film a video and finish editing a video, and I think that's really all I have to do. So I'm going to try my best to read as much of this as I can, and maybe, just maybe, I can finish this. That'd be awesome if I could finish this tomorrow. And then I could focus my last little bit on Nine Princes and Amber, because I'm actually really into that book. And I want to finish that before this reading vlog is over, because at the very end of it is when my first readathon that I'm doing starts. So yeah, I want to get that done, preferably before that starts. And I'm running out of weeks, so alright, well, I guess that's all for today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it is Friday, February 2nd, and I haven't done a whole lot today. I've been pretty much a lazy bum. While the kids were at school, I did a lot of looking online at houses, which I don't know if we're going to ever move, but it's fun to look at houses. And I was looking at cars, because it's fun to look at cars. And I did a load of laundry. That was essentially all I did today. I was completely unproductive, but... And then when Xander got home, we pretty much spent the day just hanging out and playing and watching videos and just hanging out. And so I didn't really do a whole lot of reading. But, so I did go back to reading Homefront. And I'm currently, for now anyway, done with this book. I haven't completed reading it. I'm just not going to continue reading it for now. So I am here. Again, there's no page number, so I can't tell you what page I'm on. But I have completed chapter 8. And it looks like I'm not quite halfway. I've gotten this much read here. And today I started out at chapter 7. And let me read you the second sentence in this chapter. And this will give you an idea of how this whole book has been. Kicking around, she fought thee to free her legs from the rope of blankets tightly wound around them. She fought thee. But yeah, in those 2 chapters I read, there's good 3 or 4 errors. Like, one of the characters started to say something, and he was like, da 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 da, and then he was going to say I, and it went dot dot dot. And then the other character was like, I what? But he didn't say I. It was the number 1. But, okay, so those kind of things are annoying. But I can kind of overlook them. Except for when it starts making the words go jumbled up. And you're like, what? And you have to reread it to figure out what they're trying to say. But then the problem I'm having... Well, a couple of problems I'm having. One, I'm almost halfway through this book. And there's still not really any plot yet. And 2, the main character that was the main character in the first book, which I really enjoyed, I am not enjoying her now. because she's just, at this point, stupid and annoying. And I say stupid because it's like, okay, you got, it's a full moon, the big bad werewolf's outside, and you're perfectly safe inside. There's protection all around. Nothing can get you. You and your child are fine. And then she's like, oh, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He's probably fine. I'll go wait outside for him. And then obviously, it's not fine. She gets hurt. And then afterwards, he's like, why didn't you stay inside? Everybody told you to stay inside. We told you what was going to happen. You were going to get hurt. It's dangerous. What would happen to our son? If anything happened to you, who would take care of him? Who would look after him? And she's all like, oh, so I'm just a babysitter now? I'm like, I just want to smack her. So for now, I'm putting this away because it's just all around annoying me. So I'm done with it for now. And it sucks because I really like the first book. And I really like this author. I think she's awesome. But I don't like this book. At this point, I'm going to go and take a bath. And then I'm going to get back into 9 Princes in Amber because I'm actually really enjoying this story. And I'm about a third of the way through that book. And I do want to finish that before the readathon starts. So, yeah, I think I can do that. So I'm going to go and take me a bath and try to finish 9 Princes of Amber. And I guess that's it for tonight. And tomorrow is the last day for my giveaway. So, alright, well, I will talk to you tomorrow. So, this is my Saturday, February 3rd check-in. However, technically, it's actually Sunday the 4th because it's now after midnight. But I wanted to wait until now because of my giveaway. So, for the giveaway, you had to guess how many books I currently had at that moment on my bookshelves. Not counting things that I had taken off or things that I've gotten since then, but that day, how many books were currently on my shelves. And I went and after filming, I counted all the books and I wrote it down on this little piece of paper here. And I just did a list of everybody and their guesses for what they thought I had. And I said that the person who guessed closest without going over would be the winner. And I also said that they needed to give me a way to contact them and choose which of the 3 prizes I had to offer. And there was literally only one person who did not go over. Actually, there was another person that I thought had won, but they had 2 numbers mixed up. So they didn't get it. They ended up going over because those 2 numbers were mixed up. So the person that almost had it would have been Chop and Hayes. They guessed 586. But the number of books on my shelf is 568. So they had those 2 numbers mixed up. So the only person that came close without going over, actually the only person that didn't go over 568 books was Veriku. So congratulations, Veriku. And Veriku chose prize number 2, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean puzzle. This video isn't, obviously isn't getting posted until Tuesday, so I will either contact you Tuesday evening or on Wednesday, and we can discuss your shipping address and all of that. Congratulations! And as soon as I get in contact with you and get the shipping address all sorted out, then I will be sending you your prize. So yay! Congratulations. Okay, so I just wanted to say I'm sorry if this reading vlog has been a little more boring than most of my reading vlogs because, I don't know, typically I have all kinds of crazy things going on, but this week we just really haven't done a whole lot and don't really plan on doing a whole lot. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl, so we're going to be watching that, and I have a video I have to film. I need to film my January wrap-up. And that's really all I have planned for tomorrow. But next week in my reading vlog, you should see Victoria Schwab, because next weekend I get to go and meet her and I'm so excited. So yeah, definitely come back for next week's reading vlog so you can see that. Okay, as far as reading goes, I've read a couple more pages of Nine Princes in Amber, and this is such a cool story, and it did take me from what seemed like a normal, I don't know, contemporary suspense type story to very fantasy very quickly. Yeah. And the progression of it going to this fantasy, gosh, I don't want to say anything that would spoil it, but it really is quite the trip. Okay, also last night, because I was not about to try to put this with me when I was soaking in the bath, because I don't want to get this wet, so I decided to listen to the audiobook of City of Glass while I was soaking, and I got to page 90, so right there, not too bad, and there's like 453 pages, so a little less than a quarter of the way done in one soaking, so not bad. But I have a while that I can work on reading that. But tomorrow, or technically today, starts the first readathon. Though that readathon that I'm doing is the unicorn readathon. Well, okay, technically my first readathon started at the beginning of the month, but I'm going to be meeting all those challenges with the other readathons that I'm doing, plus a little extra. But my first week-long, I guess, readathon starts tomorrow, / today. Starts February 4th. That's Unicorn Readathon. I'm just reading I Hate Fairyland, the 3 graphic novels for that. So that should be pretty easy, and I want to get that read before the 8th, so not really a problem. I'd like to finish Nine Princes of Amber before that. I'm about a third of the way through that book. The thing is, it's not a long book, but these pages, let me show you. The pages are quite large for one. And the text is quite small. So, though the first book is only 119 pages, I think each one of these pages is probably close to a page and a half to 2 pages in like a normal book. I think they just had to do this so they could fit all 10 books into one massive beast of a book. Anyway, I guess that's it for today, and I will talk to you tomorrow. So it is Sunday, February 4th, and so ends another reading vlog. I'm sorry if this vlog this week was kind of boring. There really just wasn't a lot going on this week. But we did have the giveaway winner announced this week, so congratulations to Vercu, and I look forward to hearing from you. And next week, in my reading vlog, there'll be a special guest. So next week, I will get to meet Victoria Schwab. So excited! Oh my gosh! I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to ask her much, depending on how the crowd is when I go. But why don't you comment down below questions that you might want me to ask her? Because, I don't know, it's hard to come up with those myself. But if there's anything that you would like to know, comment down below and let me know what I should ask Victoria Schwab. And I will do my best to ask her as many of these questions as possible and film it. So as far as reading today, I wanted to read a lot, and I didn't read any. This week, I was like, I don't know. I think I'm in a little bit of a reading slump. I kept trying to read Homefront, and I think that's kind of what messed me up, because I would get so aggravated with reading that book, and then I wouldn't read anything else instead. So I'm hoping that this coming up week will be better as far as reading goes. This week I read about half of Homefront and DNF'd it for now. Maybe I'll come back to it later. I read about a third of Nine Princes in Amber, and I read about a quarter of City of Ashes. Maybe combined, I read a whole book. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to be on the Readathon Express, so I will be reading a ton of books. So next week should be much better as far as my reading goes. But before I go today, I want to, in honor of StrikeBackVideoAthon, give a shout out to Sam over at A Bear and a Bee Books Samantha. She has lots of my tops videos, so if you're looking for like recommendations for quick reads or fiction or YA or whatever, she does a lot of those like my tops videos, as well as all the other bookish videos like wrap-ups and hauls and all of that. So go check her out. I will put her link in the description down below. And I guess that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time,